Before children are born, they are like a dry sponge. But every minute after, they are absorbing everything around them, from what they see and hear to what we teach them. Hi, I'm Christy, and I'm here today to talk to you about why it should be mandatory to teach Spanish from kindergarten up through graduation. I'll be focusing on 3 main points. Younger children learn faster. Why Spanish? And by learning Spanish, how will it enhance their future? Let's look at my first main point. Why learning Spanish at such a young age? Piaget believed that children constructed their knowledge through their environment. With that, he created his theory on the different stages of child development. And at each stage, the child would learn more than the last stage. First is the center motor stage. This is from birth to 2 years old. At this stage, they are learning object permanence and mental representation. The second stage is pre-optimal stage. The children in this group are from 2 to 7. At this stage, children are learning egocentrism. This is where children learn the difference from one person to another and understand that each person sees in a different way. In each stage of a child's life, they're building schemas. A schema is like a file that gets stored in your brain, and each schema has its own item placed in it, like math, science, reading. At the age of 6 and 7, for a child in school, they are learning many different aspects. So the children are building schemas every single day. The third stage is the concrete operational stage. This is from 7 to 11 years old. They are learning how to classify objects and categorize them. The last stage is the formal operation stage. This is from 11 and for the rest of their life. At this stage, they are able to isolate variables and to hypothesize different theories, and then how to find evidence to make that theories concrete. No matter what stage the child is at in Piaget's stage development, the children are collecting memories. Memory works by paying attention to what you see and hear, and then transfer it from your short-term memory to your long-term memory. Memory works in 3 different ways. First, you recall it. This happens when you take a test. The memory is in your long-term and needs to be pulled back into your short-term memory. The second, recognition. This is where you see and hear something and it jogs your memory to that certain period. The last stage in memory is relearning, which is where you have studied previously and you know it, but you have to bring it back into your short-term memory. This happens when you study for a test. Let's look at my second main point. My second reason you should learn Spanish is because it's the fastest growing language worldwide. In the United States, it is no longer a second language, because on average, 11% of the United States already speak Spanish as their first language. This is equivalent to 41 million people that speak it as their first language. However, within the United States, there are higher percentages, like Arizona, Nevada, and Florida, all range from the high to mid 20% of people that speak Spanish. The United States Census Bureau estimates in roughly 35 to 40 years, the average number of people speaking Spanish will increase to 30%. That's equivalent to 97.5 million people that speak Spanish. Let's look at my third point. My third reasons our children should learn Spanish is to enhance their future career. Already in our economy, if you are a bilingual speaker, you earn 10 to 15% more than a single language speaker. If our child learns Spanish as they grow up, they will be fluent in both languages. They will be able to enhance their job opportunities from government to business. By doing this, they will enhance their international relationships because they will be fluent in the language of Spanish. As parents, we have a duty to our children to give them the knowledge they need to succeed as adults. We can do that by giving them the knowledge of a second language. First, by teaching it to them as soon as they start school and incorporating it through each year thereafter. Second, knowing that even now in our economy, knowing a different language can be so beneficial, and it will only increase in the future. Third, and the most important, is giving your child a great future. I say to you, parents and future parents, go to your school board and demand a change because your children's futures matters. And with that, I thank you.